My favorite thing about 24/7 HH is you guys always pull something out of the vault that I did that I might even forgot that I did. So yeah, you guys asked me about this P. Diddy record I did called Run This City. That was on my album I put out on Koch in the mid-2000s as a DJ. And that was the hardest record Diddy has out ever, period. Listen to every Diddy record, that's the hardest shit he ever did. And, you know, I got live violins on there, and yeah, that was my first single off that Maybe You've Been Brainwashed project that I put out several years ago. How that record happened was I his DJ? I was P. Diddy's DJ for a while. That record came before I was his DJ. I think I was working on the Biggie album, the Life After Death album, and I was in the studio, and I think I might have heard these lyrics. And then I was like, what are you doing with this? And they didn't put it out. Oh, I think it was on an album. It didn't make his album. So then I was like, what are you doing with these? And everyone was like, oh, nothing. So I was like, all right, man. And I waited for the right time for people to get out of the studio. And I stole a whole bunch of like Biggie acapellas. And I took that acapella. And then I went back home and I made the beat for the record. And then I sent it back to Puff. And because obviously I have to clear it. And then I was like, yo, can I put this out? And then they were like, yeah, shit's dope. So put it out. That's how the record happened. Man, my early years, did I just say years? Did Boston come out? My early years, I'm also use early year terms, I ganked a lot of shit to make it happen. It was all smoke and mirrors, man. Even before social media, bro, like I would go and get a freestyle here, a verse there, this and that. I'll give you a perfect example. Down in the Dirty is a record that I produced with Ludacris, Bun B, and Rick Ross. So what had happened is I played that beat to Ludacris. Ludacris was like, nah, what else you got, Sparks? And I was like, really, dude? This is you all day. And he was like, nah, man, I just ain't feeling it, Sparks. Like, what else you got? And I'm like, whatever, dude, I don't have anything else, because I was upset, right? So I leave, and I call his engineer. And I was like, yo, send me this acapella verse on that mixtape Luda just put out. So he sent it to me. Then I called Rick Ross's engineer. I was like, send me this acapella of that freestyle he put on that mixtape. So then I did that. Then I hit up Bun B, and I was like, yo, I'm going to send you this record with Luda and Ross on it. I need to do a verse. He did a verse. Then he sent it back, and I made a chorus. And then I sent it back to Ludacris, done. He didn't even know, like, he was like, this record's crazy. I want this to be the first single off the Disturbing the Peace album. We shot a video. It was a single. Rick Ross got a check. Bun B got a check. Everybody won because I just fudged that whole shit. I can't tell you how many times I did that shit to make things happen. That's real shit, man. Like, you look at my whole history, you look how, dude, I've made so many records, I don't even remember them all. Anywhere I go, people will be like, yo, this record, this Eminem freestyle, the Kanye thing, da-da-da. I'm like, what is that? I don't know what you're talking about. People actually say freestyles to me. I'm like, what is that? Oh, that mixtape you did. Da-da-da. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't remember it, but word. Like, because I used to, for so many years, all I did was just work, and just throw shit out. I never, like, went out to see what the response was. Like, I'm just like now, these past like 3 years, maybe 3-4 years that I've kind of been out and paying attention, I'm realizing the impact I had, not only on the fans that liked what I was doing, but the generation behind me, who everywhere I go, people are like, man, dude, like you inspired this, or if it wasn't for you, and then I'm like, really? I don't look at myself as that important. You know, and it goes back to the things I was saying earlier in this interview, is like, it was like, it's hard for me to see that I matter, or the impact I had. So how can I tell other people I matter, or look at what I've done when I don't even feel like I did? But that's just, you know, I think a lot of really creative people are very insecure. And I noticed that because from Kanye to whoever that I've sat down with over the years, like everybody really has like self-doubt. And they're unsure. And when they put on this like whole like persona, like, I'm the best, da-da-da, they're convincing themselves. You know what I mean? So that you believe it. Because I could never say that about myself. I just don't feel that way about myself. Other people think I'm more awesome than I think I am.
Well, I listened to the voice, man. It goes, what's up? I'm looking for Token. This is Mark Wahlberg. I got your number from Fred Durst. Don't give my number to nobody. Call me back.
When I work with an artist, I don't get involved with their lyrics. Like, I want I want to provide the canvas and the paint, and then let them do what they want. They can use their own brush strokes. They can do whatever they want. Because I don't like people dictating to me what to create. Oh, you should sample this, or you should sample jazz. Like, I don't like that. I just want to create.
Seeing somebody in the exact same place as me and watching all hope of ever succeeding fall away, and watching that progression completely stop, watching that hit that brick wall and just shatter, was really motivating and eye-opening.
And I look at this, I'm like, this is what I think this is. I look over to the crowd and I see this guy in the crowd like, so I'm like, oh, this is ecstasy. What the fuck? Like, he was just making it rain, X pills. He's like, for you.